Hey there. So let's continue talking about marketing. Um, there we had a guest speaker or a guest professor named Jorge Vegas. Villegas? Yes. He came to talk to us more about marketing and sorry about that. Um, so market research and case analysis was his main objective for the discussion. That's how we started off our class. Um, So the science of marketing comes from its empirical research, continuous data monitoring, as well as specific projects. So constant research helps marketers know where they stand against their competitors, as well as how they can make a better how they can keep up with the changing market and the needs of people and the wants of people, what people want to see. Um, Continuous data monitoring is good when, so you know when something isn't working anymore. Or you have different marketing plans and you can decide what's working the best and what isn't working the best. So you can put more money into those that are working or profit off of those that are working to be your cash cow in a sense and place your revenues from that product or service into something that you're trying to build up to be another good product for you. Um, Specific projects help to figure out what works best for your company. You need to understand how to reach your customers through marketing and what they best respond to. So, doing sort of projects to reach out to your customers to see what they want is a good start to any new marketing campaign. Um, so, there's a few different kinds of objectives that, or methods that Jorge Vegas proposed to us. Something that's kind of important to know and to decide for yourself which one is best for you and your company. The first one is exploratory research, formulating marketing questions, understand motivation and context. So, having focus group and in depth interviews with potential customers or just people who already are using products of yours. So it's having the one-on-one conversation with customers to see what you're doing and how it works for them. You want to be able to make your customers happy and take the input that they're giving you to heart and kind of making those changes to give them what they want to see. So conducting focus groups is the best way to get immediate feedback on a new project or different kind of service that you might be toying around with the idea of. Descriptive is another form of marketing project and data research. So you obtain large data sets to describe situations or behavior, meaning that large-scale surveys, scanner data, and big data correlations between different types of data so you can find an underlining cause or underlining meaning to the data that you're collecting. Large-scale surveys can be best found when you receive that little thing in the mail that you think is just junk and they're like, please fill out this survey to tell us what you would want. Like the TV surveys are most common. They tell you, hey, can you tell us what types of TV shows you watch, which station you watch most, between what hours do you watch TV the most, and how many people live in your household who watch TV. So having that kind of survey and response helps people advertise and sell their product to better match the consensus of their users. But people are a little wary of filling out their surveys and sending them back. They think them as a waste of time. So to motivate better responses, for those of the people that who actually respond and complete the surveys, it's a good way to get more responses by sending them maybe $5 in the mail for responding, or starting it out like that, giving them a coupon. Here's a coupon, please fill out our survey. If you do or if you don't, here it is anyways. And people are more likely to come back and complete those surveys again and again in hopes to get that external motivator. So that's another method that you could try as marketing. There's also casual marketing research. You can do it studies the effect of changing one factor of the marketing mix. So that's experimenting with your how you are marketing yourself. So you could change one of the 4 P's: your product, your place, your promotion, or your product, price, place, and promotion. So you can change one of the 4 P's. You can experiment with what maybe you can change it up with. Maybe you want to change your price to fit closer to the market. Maybe you want to drop your price a little bit to maybe boost more sales. Or you can build it up a little bit to imply more value to your product. You could maybe change the place. Maybe you're just local and you want to branch out to maybe a few towns nearby, just to get your face out there a little bit more, marketing to nearby towns, so maybe they'll come to you. So there's just different techniques in conducting these research methods for marketing. You can do surveys, focus groups, cluster analyses, and perceptual mapping. And those have different outcomes for each, of course, and some work better for some companies than others. So if you want to do a focus group, that gets you directly in contact with people who are potential consumers. That's one good method to see exactly what people like and don't like for what you're doing now, or what you have the idea of doing soon. You could do surveys, but those usually take a longer amount of time to get back. You're not having the direct response as you would from a focus group. And the surveys may not necessarily create a response. Like I said with the TV surveys, you could send them out, but people may not send them back. So, or if you're doing an online survey, they may just kind of pass it up. You want direct response rates. Cluster analyses are a combination of what you're trying to analyze. So you take different aspects and analyze them comparatively in a cluster and figure out your outcome of what people think, and putting the data together to find your best results. Perceptual mapping is seeing where you lie against your competitors. So some they have a higher value, but they also have a higher price. So where do you lie within having low value and low price compared to high value and high price? You want to be in the high value and low and high price kind of range, because their willingness to pay increases if your value is increased as well. And I am running out of time for this one, but I will get back to you on marketing in a minute. Thanks.